Hey everybody, Santa here again, back in Dingaland, Saturday, December 28th, and everything's okay here. Nothing major happened while we were gone. Just some little things, but nothing, no big deal. They said it's been raining off and on, but not too bad. So we're just catching up on some little things that need to be done. And doing a lot of laundry. I started mine already, even though it's late. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Not the right time to do laundry, but she's got a lot of it to do tomorrow. So I needed to get a head start. And that way it'll just be the deal of drying, not washing. But we're looking pretty good here. Let's take a look outside. It's a nice breeze. Cloudy. So it's nice and cool. Feels good. Actually, feels really good. We had a nice time. Family time. Day after Christmas. We left early this morning. We actually left at 4 o'clock this morning. They rang our doorbell 3 o'clock in the morning, saying we were time to check out because we were over our extra 12 hours we paid for. First day was 24 hours. Second day was 12 hours, and I said to the girl when I did the 12 hours, I will just pay extra by the hour because you can do it at Sogo. Because that's what Sogo is known for. Short time, they call it short time. If you pick up a girl and you want to bring them to the hotel, that's short time. You can do it by the hour. Anyway, I wasn't going to pay for 24 more hours when I knew we'd check out early in the morning. So they go and ring our doorbell. I said, we already talked to the girl about that. Why you gotta wake me up at 3 o'clock? So since we were all awake, I just took a shower. We all got ready. 4 o'clock we headed out. So I paid for 1 extra hour. It was 280 pesos for an hour. You know, it just figures $5, $6. The first night was almost 3,000 pesos for 24 hours. It's kind of a lot for Sogo. They advertise so clean, so good. It wasn't that good. It wasn't that clean. It was okay. The shower was good, so the AC worked. So it was good enough for us. But it's only a 2-star hotel. 2-star. If you want to share it in something nice, it's $10,000 a night, $200 a night. That's what it is. So forget it. I'm not doing that. It's only a 1-day stay, 1-night stay. And it was close to the bus station. Even though we still had to take some tricycles all over the place. So it wasn't a cheap trip. Plus they went shopping. You know, Santa had to do that also. The wife wanted stuff, the kids wanted stuff. Day after Christmas, so I had to buy it. Keep them happy. But the buses were all nice, AC. All the buses were nice AC. So there was no problem. The kids slept most of the way. We took a nap. So it's nice not to have to drive. But what I really wanted to talk to you guys about is, you know, a lot of people ask me why I take the buses all the time, why we don't drive. We have a car. Actually, we have 2 cars, but I don't take the hoopty. We have the Vios. But who wants to drive through Manila? It's a madhouse. I don't want to drive through Manila. Especially going all the way to Batangas. Are you kidding me? It's not worth it. It's not worth the stress. I just pay the money for the bus. So what I wanted to say is, you know, you don't need a car or motorcycle or anything really if you're a foreigner. You can go all over the Philippines. You just have to learn how to transfer at the terminals, bus terminals. You just take one bus, transfer to another bus, to another bus. Go wherever you want, especially if you're by yourself. It's cheap. If you're bringing a whole family like I got, it adds up because you got to pay per person. But if you're by yourself, it's really cheap. You can go anywhere. Just take a backpack. It's actually cheaper than probably taking a motorcycle and less chance of getting hurt. All that kind of stuff. It's dangerous. The roads are dangerous, people. I don't like to drive. I don't want her driving with two kids in the back seat, always fighting or arguing or yelling or something. No, we stay on the bus. It's much easier, even if it costs a little more. It takes longer, yes, it costs more. But you know, the buses are negative also. You never know what you're going to get. You never know who you're going to sit next to, the people around you. You get somebody coughing, sneezing, making noises. You get little kids making noises, kicking your seat like an airplane. Cell phones constantly blaring. They don't care about anybody else. If their kids is watching, Wheels on the Bus or Baby Shark, you got to listen to that the whole ride. Or if the bus is playing really bad music, sometimes they play this really bad music. If they play good music, I don't care. Or a really stupid movie. They shouldn't be playing with kids on the bus anyway. These dirty movies, R-rated, with kissing and sex. They shouldn't be playing. Way too much violence. But there's too many kids on the bus. Bad smells sometimes. People throwing up sometimes. All kinds of things. You never know what you're going to get. That's the only bad thing about the bus. They could break down, which doesn't happen too often, but it does happen. And they make a lot of good stops. You can always get off and get some snacks, go to the bathroom. If it's a long trip, they always stop. Sometimes they stop too much. But if there's no seats, good luck, you're standing. Unless they have little chairs they put in the middle of the aisles. And then everybody blocks the aisles. They block the aisles with suitcases and stuff. If there's no room underneath the bus. Some people don't want to put their stuff under the bus. And they stop to load up all kinds of stuff on the bus, underneath the bus. So, some of the buses, especially the local ones here, aren't aircon. They're all beat up. They got the windows, half the windows are broken. The seats are terrible if you don't get the nice bus, if you don't get it. But now, all the nice buses are starting to come this way now. The mountain road's almost complete, so they are coming this way now. Before they didn't want to come through the rocky, dirty road, but it's almost done. There's only one section left to do. They got to do some more work to the mountain before they do that section. But we're close, very close to being complete. But yeah, the bus can be good, it can be bad. But if you don't like to drive, or you don't have a vehicle, you can go anywhere on a bus. Trust me. I prefer to travel on the bus, even though sometimes it's not the most pleasant. It's not the most, clean, because the other people, they want to crowd you. Especially if you sit in that far, far back seat. It's a big, long bench seat. It's supposed to hold 5 people. Sometimes they'll crowd it with 6, 7 people. So what we did on the way home, we bought out the whole back seat, 5 seats, so nobody crowds us. So the kids could lay down, so we had plenty of room. I said, we're only 4, but we'll take all 5 seats, I'll pay for it. So that's what we did. And also we hired a car to bring us to the bus station, because one of the bus stations was a little bit far. It's like a half-hour drive. So we paid a private car. It cost us like 30 bucks while we did it. So I spent a lot of money. But I got everything accomplished I wanted to do in Batangas. It's all accomplished. We didn't visit a lot of people. We didn't visit her sister because they're no longer living in Batangas. They're somewhere else now. But we visited as many people as we could. As you saw, my old house and everything. And one guy asked What did you dislike the most out of Batangas, where we used to live? I know I had a lot of complaints. You know, I always have a lot of complaints. One was our neighbors always had a dog barking. Living in a cage its whole life, barking, barking, barking. And no view. I just sat in a kubo there and stared out at the neighbor's property. And very boring there, even though it's an up-and-coming area. I didn't want to be there anymore, just like I don't want to be here anymore. I want to, you know, I'm getting old. I want to experience some new places. 5 years in this place is enough. You know, even though it's beautiful. I'm done. I'm done with it. I'm done with the caretakers. I'm done with the upkeep, cleaning the beach, cutting the grass. I'm done with all that stuff. You know? People say, why'd you put bars on your windows if you're selling the place? I don't know how long it's going to take to sell this place. It's already been probably more than a year that we've been trying. So yeah, I have to put bars on the windows. Been robbed. I had to buy a safe. I had to get CCTV. I have to. I'm not going to wait around for something else to happen. Even though we're selling the place. Who knows how long it's going to take? I don't know. Nobody knows. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough to sell it with rights. You know, it does sell, but we're going to probably have to reduce the price. And then she complains, I don't want to sell it that cheap. I'm not selling it that cheap. She complains about selling it cheap. We have to, if we want to get out of here. We only have rights. It's not like we can make a big price. We're trying, you know. I said make an offer to anybody. So that's the story. Mostly want to tell you guys about the buses. But you can take buses everywhere in the Philippines. There's hundreds and hundreds of buses. And look, they're always full. No matter what, they run full. They're not going to run half empty because they don't make any money. They keep them full and standing room only in the aisles. Or they have little chairs or something they bring out, these little tiny kids chairs. They'll put them in the aisles. But yeah, they're packed. The buses are packed. And you don't know who you're sitting next to. If they're sick, if there's a baby, if there's rude people, you don't know. But it's the way to go if you don't want to drive. If you don't have a motorcycle, if you don't have transportation, you can go anywhere. Anywhere, any island. You might have to get off the bus if you want a far island like a Cebu or something like that, Palawan. Yeah, you're going to have to take either an airplane or a boat. No buses are going to go there, but you can get close. So you have to work it out, what you want to do. My friend Daniel bought a car so he can travel. Let's see how much he travels, because it's a hassle driving, people. I did it when I had a truck, when I had my 4x4 Ford Ranger. I drove, but I'm tired of it now. That's why I sold it. So this hoopty is only to go around town here. There's only to go to the market and stuff. She's got the Vios she keeps most of the time in Cabanatuan for her and the kids, so she don't have to take tricycles everywhere in case it rains or something. But we don't want to drive far. We are not driving to Manila, going through that nut house. Craziness. Even people that drive every day say how crazy it is. And that's not the only area that's crazy. I mean, even Cabanatuan is crazy. It's not Manila, but it's crazy. So that's the story on the buses, people. Santa Claus prefers the bus, even though we have the bad things that I mentioned. But it's give and take, like everything else. Give and take. Let me show you the back while I'm talking. You can see my hair blowing. It is windy, not like it was before. It was crazy windy before. The dogs are doing good, tied up on their line here. We switched sides, they switched sides so they could have a different point of view here. This one was on the other side. So they bark now. So we're doing okay there. We even bought a couple outfits for our caretaker's little kid. The little girl, her name is Catherine also. Catherine Ann, I think. or Catherine, I can't remember. But she didn't have any clothes. She walks around here in just a diaper and a shirt and little flip-flops. And then they have a baby, a little baby. I think I showed you guys. We couldn't find any real baby clothes. Maybe we'll look in town, because we got to go in town on Monday and pick up a few more things. I have to pick up my new ATM card, but I haven't opened up new bank accounts yet. Just the one that I had already that I closed, and then got a new one in town here. So I'm going to be doing that when I go back to Cabanatuan after the new year, January, and that's when I'm going to renew my visa. Everything should be easy now that I got my passport returned, my Visa card returned. Really happy about that once again. So that's a lot of pressure off of me there, that I got all that stuff back, like Christmas miracle. So that's it. Right now the kids are inside watching TV. It's crazy traveling with these two. These two, man, especially the little boy. He's a handful, but you get them both together. You get them both together. And it's it's crazy, people. You know, like I said, if you're by yourself, much easier to travel, especially by bus. But you know, we did okay. We did okay. It's just hard. It's just hard with these kids. So that's it. I hope I explained the bus experience and why we take the bus. We don't want to drive, especially that far. Some people drive all over the place, no big deal, especially Filipinos. They don't care. They're used to it. I'm not. I don't like this this traffic with no rules. There's no rules. Why? Because there's no enforcement. Very little. There's a little bit of enforcement in places like Manila, traffic cops, but not many places. You hardly ever see a cop. You only see checkpoints, and those are just for motorcycles and tricycles, not cars. They never stop a car. They never stop a car. My friend Daniel, when he bought his car, he was all concerned about insurance and stuff. I gotta get insurance full coverage. Well, that's a good idea, especially if you're first starting out and you're a new driver in the Philippines. But you don't need it. Trust me, you don't need it. Because if you have an accident here, what they do is you pay for your damage, they pay for their damage, or vice versa. You pay for their damage. Because if you call a cop, they're going to blame the foreigner anyway, no matter whose fault it is. So really, insurance is a joke, if you ask me. You get free insurance when you first renew your registration every year. You get free insurance, but it's just basic. It's not very good. Basic insurance. So if you want full coverage or something like that, yeah, you got to pay for it. But almost nobody here carries insurance. Most Filipinos don't carry it. Most Filipinos don't even have a driver's license. Are you kidding me? I'd say 50%, at least half, are driving around, no driver's license, no nothing, no insurance. They just drive. They just drive. Especially the tricycles and stuff. They have their whole family in there. Even the single motorcycles. They have 3-4 people on the seat. So it's crazy, people. Trust me, most of them don't have driver's licenses. And then you have to go every year when you get your registration. You have to get smoke tested. What? You see these cars, these motorcycles, these buses, just pouring out black smoke. Yeah, right. You tell me they got smoke tested. Right. There's no way. There's no way. Anyway, this video is getting long. We did have a good time. We're back. Just gonna enjoy Sunday tomorrow. Relax. Alright, so I appreciate you guys watching. One last look outside. Take the bus, people. Don't drive. Alright, God bless everyone. Like and subscribe, it's free. Santa Claus over and out.